What would you do if a corrupt cop stopped you? Would you stand your ground or fold under pressure?
You got a driver's license on you just so I can identify you?
Have I done something?
No, I need that ultimatum. I will give you my ID if you say that I'm going to go get arrested if I don't give it to you.
So you'll give us if we say that?
If you say that, yes, sir. Because that's already grounds for me to set up litigation against you.
So you're threatening to sue us?
I ain't threatening nothing, brother.
That's what you just said.
It's not a threat.
It gives you grounds to...
It's not a threat. It gives me grounds. Does it or does it not?
This case started like any ordinary stop, but ended in a shocking abuse of power. On March 22nd, 2019, Kenneth Grant, who works in insurance in Oklahoma City, pulled over outside a house in Blanchard, Oklahoma. The homeowner had invited him to check the roof. As he waited outside, Officer Haynes showed up and asked him for identification. As tensions rose, Officer Haynes called the ADA, who told him outright, without suspicion of a crime, Grant wasn't required to show ID.
How's it going, man? You live over here, or what's we doing over here? I've had a couple people call in on you.
Okay. Am I doing something illegal?
Well, no, they're just calling on you saying that I don't recognize a truck in the area. So, my duty to check and see if you live over here or what's going on.
I live over here. I'm here for a purpose.
Okay.
That's it.
All right. You working? You see you got a ladder in the back. You working somewhere?
Yes, sir.
You got a driver's license on you just so I can identify you?
Have I done something illegal?
Well, I like to identify you, just know who I'm dealing with. Make sure.
Fourth Amendment right now to show that to you.
Well, if I'm making contact with you for a reasonable suspicion call like I am right now.
Being suspicious is a misdemeanor or felony.
Okay. Well, sir, here's the deal. I was called on you, okay? For a suspicious vehicle, you said yourself you don't live over here, you have a purpose. What's your purpose? Is the purpose legal or illegal?
That's for you to determine that.
Okay. So if you're going to determine that, I need to see your ID.
How is my ID going to determine whether I'm...
Well, it helps to let you know who I'm dealing with. Let you know who I'm dealing with.
But my name doesn't tell you whether I'm...
Yeah, well, tell me, like, if I don't know if you belong over here. You said you don't, so I don't know if someone over here's got a veto or something against you, and if you got your ID
Did
or
I
something.
say I didn't belong over here?
You said you had purpose.
I don't live over here.
Okay.
Okay. I do belong
Okay.
here.
All right.
So, that's as far as I'm willing to take it.
Do you have a date of birth then? Because I have to run it with a name and date of birth.
I'm not going to answer that question.
So you're telling me how I should do my job, yet you're not allowing me to do my job.
I'm standing up for my rights.
And I understand that, like I said.
I haven't done
but
anything wrong.
I'm doing my job,
Okay,
conducting an investigation.
I haven't committed a crime. I'm sitting here in front of a house, which is perfectly legal.
Well, you're not completely on the roadway there, sir.
I understand that by not identifying yourself appropriately as requested by the officer is illegal.
It's
Okay.
obstruction.
That's a secondary charge, okay? I have to be, for you to ID me from the state of Oklahoma, okay, I have to be suspected of committing a crime, about to commit a crime.
Well, you are committing a crime. You're trespassing.
That's your suspicion. Shut up. Somebody has called in.
You don't tell me to shut up.
I'll tell you what I want to tell you. And you are also required by law, upon request from law enforcement, to ID yourself.
Hey, Travis.
Hey, what's up, man?
Nothing. Sorry to bother you. I got a random question for you, though.
Well, technically, there's no obligation for him to identify himself. I mean, unless you've got reasonable suspicion that he's committing a crime.
Well, the thing is I have no reasonable suspicion to believe that he's not committing a crime because he has a ladder in the back of the truck and he's in front of houses that aren't occupied right now.
Yeah, there's no compelled ID statute in Oklahoma. I have to think about. I mean, do you have anything else to suggest that he might be involved in something illicit?
Well, I'm curious why a man from Oklahoma City is parked on a dead-end road in Blanchard. And, he has no... I asked him if he lives here, and he says, I don't answer questions. No, that's why I called you instead of just ripping him out of his truck. He asked if he was free to leave, and I said, not at this time. I have my emergency equipment activated, and I'm trying to investigate.
Well, I'll tell you what. If you're going to drive away, absolutely. You can make enough because he's driving and he's operating a motor vehicle. But you don't have a traffic violation. That's fine.
Well, I fall him out of...
Despite the ADA's guidelines, Haynes, backed by Chief Stacy White, took Mr. Grant into custody, accusing him of obstruction, a loosely defined charge under Oklahoma law 21-540. Mr. Grant was eventually let go, and while Chief White told the officers to write him up for obstruction, the officers didn't carry out his instruction.
Well, we don't want to identify ourselves completely. We have his name based on the tag but we don't know that that's actually his name. That could just be the person registered to this vehicle. And he doesn't, a suspicious person, I don't know that.
He didn't cooperate, arrest him.
Yeah, we're about to get ready to do that. Matt's trying one more thing.
What are you arresting him for?
Huh?
He hasn't violated really a crime yet, so not.
Are you investigating a crime or possible crime?
Possibly.
Okay, he's obstructing an officer from doing his duty, right?
Okay.
All right.
Said you're meeting somebody here in a few minutes?
You have a legal right to make contact with you based on call.
And I don't
And
have
you're
to answer questions.
I'm not here to listen to you. I'm here to tell you what's going on. Okay? I don't care if you record me.
This whole interaction.
We
I don't
are
care.
recorded
Okay,
too.
you're obstructing an officer from doing his duty. So now you're under arrest, unless you want to cooperate.
Okay, but I mean,
I'm
why
just
do I have to
saying.
answer questions?
I'm
I'm
just-
here for a legal reason.
Wait, not a call.
I'm
Can I
not.
get
I'm just
your
not
date of
answering
birth?
questions.
Can I get your date of birth?
You're failing to
I don't
identify
have
yourself.
to by law.
You
I
are
have the
failing-
Fifth Amendment right
You are failing to
not to
identify
answer
yourself.
questions.
You
What
have to
law have I
identify
broken?
yourself.
What law have I broken to identify
Is there anybody
myself?
at this house? Let's see if there's anybody at this house.
What law have I done?
Turn around, pretend you're back for a second. For what?
Obstruction. For one. Okay. Just relaying what two told me that one. And so, yeah.
Following the incident, Mr. Grant filed complaints against the police department, local officials, and the assistant district attorney, accusing them of ignoring misconduct and withholding public records. And that wasn't the only time the law took a stand. Let's fast forward to 2023, where a 19-year-old law student faced down seasoned officers with nothing but his knowledge of the law. On September 14, 2023, Officer Perley from the New Mexico State University Police Department acted on an anonymous tip. The anonymous tip claimed that 19-year-old law student Yoel Martinez had brought alcohol, actually a case of beer, into his dorm at Las Cruces, New Mexico. But when Officer Perley showed up at his door, Martinez didn't panic. Instead, he began calmly recording the interaction. Perley explained the reason for his visit. Someone had reported Yoel for allegedly bringing alcohol into the dorm.
Oh, sorry. I can help you.
Is there anyone else in here?
No, it's just me.
Okay. You mind just opening the door that way I can see?
You what trying to look for?
I just want to make sure there's no one else in there. To start, and then I'll talk to you.
There's no one in there right now.
Okay.
All right.
Come out here and talk to me then.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be honest with you. So we got a report that you were seen walking into your dorm with alcohol. So
Okay.
Is there alcohol in there?
I don't answer questions. What's your name and your badge number?
Officer Purtle, NMSU Police.
Title and name?
The security officer.
Oh, security officer. Okay.
Okay. You have an ID with you?
I do.
Okay. Can I see it?
You suspect me of a crime?
I do.
Okay, what crime and how can you articulate it?
Minor in possession of alcohol. We got a report that you were walked in.
So it's like here that they said thing?
Okay.
It's right? It's like they said that he has. And that's how you're gonna articulate it.
For Martinez, this wasn't just a debate, it was a battle for his future. Still, he refused to back down, reminding the officer that under New Mexico law, police don't have qualified immunity. He also argued that an anonymous tip alone wasn't enough to establish reasonable suspicion. Martinez brought up Florida v. JL, a Supreme Court case that made it clear anonymous tips without backup can't be used as a reason for reasonable suspicion. Still, Officer Perley kept pressing for ID, but Martinez didn't budge.
So we don't have to go down this route. If you wanna go down this route, we can.
Well, I really don't, but like I'm studying right now. I'm doing homework. You knocked on my door. I'm out here. I want to know what's on. You say that they said that there's alcohol in this room.
Okay.
Oh, they saw me going into this room, and that there's alcohol in there. How can you articulate it though?
Okay, so that's why I'm here talking to you.
Yeah.
Okay, so I still need to ID you,
No.
and then we need to go from there.
You have to suspect me of a crime.
I do.
You realize that cops in New Mexico don't have qualified immunity, right?
I do that. I do.
Okay, so from here on, let's just be careful with what you're about to do right now.
Okay.
You're saying that you want my ID, but right now you or yourself can articulate a crime that I've committed.
Okay.
So
I already explained to you why I'm here. Why I need your
know
ID.
I know what you're here, but okay, is my ID gonna tell you if there's alcohol in that room?
No. But I still need to identify you.
My name is Joel.
Joel what?
Joel.
I need your first, last name, and your date of birth.
No, you don't.
I do. If you don't want to provide that,
You don't want to call Officer Donovan or one of your supervisors here?
Yeah, I can get a sergeant over.
Then calling them, because right now, this is not what you want to do right now. Because this is a violation of my 4th Amendment.
Okay. All right. Let me get a sergeant over here. Okay.
Yeah.
202-212.
Go ahead.
Yeah, that's my roommate.
Okay. Yeah, I just hang out here then.
Is he detained?
No, that's fine. I just don't want anyone else going in the room.
You could go in then. If he's not detained, he's free to go.
Yeah, he's free to go, but he can't go in the room.
He can't?
No, not at this time.
All right. Just let it be, bro. Someone called and said that they saw us or me walk in there with a case of beer, but that's all they have. So
it's an investigation. I'm talking to him. He doesn't want to identify himself. So until we get this figured out, there's a sergeant on the way that's going to talk to him. Until this gets figured out, I don't want anyone to go in the room. You're free to go anywhere else. That's fine. You're not detained or anything, but that's what's going on.
Is anything going to happen if I don't identify myself?
You can be arrested for concealing identity, yes.
So that's what I want you to say. If you don't ID to me right now, if I don't give you my ID, that you're gonna arrest me. I want you to give me that ultimatum.
So, just hold on. You want to wait? You said you wanted to wait to speak to a supervisor, so let's just do that. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
And keep your hands out of your pockets for me.
Sergeant John Lovelace arrived on the scene, and when Martinez again refused to provide his name, the officers warned him that he could be arrested for concealing his identity, which they claimed was illegal under New Mexico law. Martinez then calmly asked them to confirm if he would actually be arrested solely for refusing to show ID. Sergeant Lovelace admitted that while they had some suspicion, it wasn't enough to make an arrest, mainly because the tip they got couldn't be confirmed.
Hey, Justin.
All right. Appreciate it.
Hi, name and badge number, please.
Sergeant John Lovelace. My badge number is 212.
212. All right, thank you. Officer said here that if I don't ID, I will be subject to arrest. Is that true?
It's possible, yes.
Possible, yes or no? I need that ultimatum, or else I won't give my ID.
Okay, so technically right now, yes, you could be arrested.
Could. I need a yes or no. Like, I need you to tell me if you don't give me your ID right now, I'm going to arrest you.
Why would I say that to you?
Because I need that ultimatum, because right now you're asking, and I have the right to say no, because you're asking. It's not a lawful order. Okay. I need you to make it a lawful order.
You're being detained for suspicion of minor in possession of alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
We need to see your ID.
Okay, and if not?
And if not, you could be considered concealing identity.
Because New Mexico statute says that concealing of identity is a secondary charge. I would have to have been arrested or suspected of a crime. No, right now, you hear just hearsay.
Arrested or suspected. You're being suspected of having possession.
On what grounds?
Okay, so do you have any alcohol in your possession?
I don't answer questions. On what grounds?
Okay, so you don't have any alcohol in your possession.
On what grounds? I don't answer questions. On what ground? Okay. Yeah, that's our room, bro.
What?
Nah, yes, sir. They're trying to go in, bro. They're trying to ID me, but nah.
Okay, so who are you talking to?
I'm recording you.
You're recording.
Okay,
you're very good.
So if you want to hang out
there, you can. That's fine. So here's the deal. By saying could, what we were trying to do is we're trying to be cooperative with you and have you be cooperative with us and help us clear this matter up.
Okay, I gave him my name, Joel.
What's your last name?
You don't need my last name and you do not need my date of birth unless you want to run me unless you want to run my name through your system. Are you trying to run my name through the system?
Do you have warrants for your arrest?
I don't answer questions. I don't answer questions. I'm asking questions. I don't. It's my 5th Amendment. Is it or is it not?
Okay. So the question is that like the officer told you, you're being suspected of having possession of alcohol underage. So in that case, the easiest way to prevent this is for you to let us know. Either somebody saw you carry a case of beer. You have a case of beer in your possession?
I don't answer questions.
Okay. All right. So the next step in this process would be: would you give us consent to check your room?
Nope.
To make sure that you have no alcohol in your possession.
Nope. I do not consent to any searches nor seizures.
Okay. Very good. All right. This is completely up to you how you want to play this.
You could get a warrant. Or you have probable cause? Go ahead.
Right now, we do have reasonable suspicion that possibly a crime had been committed.
We're trying to investigate that. You are certainly welcome to refuse if you wish.
I know.
But we need to ID you.
Or
And if you do not present your identification, you can face a non-traffic
Could.
citation.
you're saying could. I need you to
Because
say
I'm
you
giving
will.
I'm giving you the opportunity to.
No, I need that ultimatum.
cooperative
I will
with
give
us.
you my ID if you say that I'm going to go get arrested if I don't give it to you.
So you'll give us if we say that.
If you say that, yes, sir. Because that's already grounds for me to set up litigation against you.
So you're threatening to sue us.
I ain't threatening nothing, brother.
That's what you just said.
It's not a
It
threat.
gives you grounds to.
It's not a threat. It gives me grounds. Does it or does it not? I don't answer questions.
Okay, so the easiest and simplest solution to this is for you to tell us your name, date of birth.
Joel.
Joel what?
Joel.
Okay, by just saying Joel, there's 1,000 Joels. I need a last name and a date of birth.
For what? You're gonna run?
In order
I
to
told
confirm
you want
who
my
you
name.
are for the report. I need to have your name and date
You
of birth.
could. I didn't even have to give you my first name for that report. You could literally put the citizen or the guy or the suspect. Yes, you can.
Work like that.
Yes, it does. I'm a law student here. You're not gonna come over here and try to violate my rights.
So I'm not trying to violate your rights. I'm trying to be cooperative with you, and you be cooperative
Okay, I'm
with us.
cooperate with me and accept that I'm not gonna give my ID unless I'm gonna get arrested. Say it and I'll give you my ID. Just say if you don't give me your ID, I'm gonna arrest you.
So you want us to threaten
You want us to
Yes,
threaten
I
you?
want you to give me that ultimatum if you really want the ID.
Threaten you. That's not how this is.
Why? Because you know you can't. You know you don't have that ultimatum. You know you can because you know that opens up for litigation. And to make this clear, I'm detained right now, right?
Correct.
Thank you.
You have to stay over.
No, I can't. I'm in your view.
I'm telling you, you need to stay over here.
Keep recording, Sean. Don't let him intimidate you. Oh, let me take my hand on my pocket.
Thank you.
There's two guys right here with Glocks and scared of a 19-year-old with the phone, bro.
Well, I'm not scared of a 19-year-old with the phone I have. Come on, man, don't do that, okay?
No.
Seriously,
Can you,
that's
stick your
just
hand out the pocket?
be.
Do you see something in my pocket?
Okay, well, we would like for you to do that for us, just to be cooperative.
Oh, just
okay?
to be
So-
cooperative, like just
Come on,
like for you to
don't-
say what you want me to do. Are you googling the laws right now? Because that's really what you should be doing right now. All right, cool.
You okay with that?
Yeah, continue reading.
Are
the
you
section.
sure you're okay with that?
Yeah. I give you permission.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah, it's okay.
I appreciate it. Okay, so make sure.
You have a class at the end or what? Class at the end or what?
Okay, so here's why we need your name and date of birth. I'm going to read you the law because you are a law student, okay?
Sean, can you
According to
repeat
New
again?
Mexico, it's all being recorded.
Yeah, I know, but
My
those
body
are hard
camera's
to get.
running.
So I'm gonna use my own.
So concealing identity consists of concealing one's true name or identity or disguising oneself with the intent to obstruct the due execution of the law.
Am I obstructing?
Or, yes, technically you are, with the intent to intimidate, hinder, or interrupt any public officer or any person in illegal performance of his duties or exercise of his rights under the law of the United States.
Okay, so your investigation is investigating that I'm in possession of alcohol, right?
That's exactly
Okay,
what
and
we
if I
said.
don't if I give you my ID, is that gonna tell you if I do or do not have alcohol in that room?
If
Or is it
you-
just a way
if you
pathway
deny-
to find me with something?
No. The ID is so that we can identify who we are talking to. If you wish to deny us access to that room, that is totally within your rights.
I know.
But you refusing to identify yourself
I
to
know.
us by name and date of birth,
Yeah.
full name,
Mm-hmm.
date of birth, that is concealing identity.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay?
Okay, so just tell me
So,
that if I don't give you
can-
the ID, you're gonna arrest me. Just
Okay.
say it.
Show us your ID. We need to see your ID.
Or-
Or you will be arrested.
Thank you. You got that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got that. Pigs, for real.
Why do you use that term?
Because why the f you searching my Like,
We're not searching.
No. that's a
Go ahead and identify him real quick,
seize of
please.
my identification. Is it or is it not?
It's not a seizure. We just
It's
need
a
to confirm-
seizure of my identification, yes or no?
We just need to see who you are in order to
I
go
told you my
forward investigation.
Told you my name. Today I did
Your
not.
legal name.
My
You gave
legal
us your
name.
first name.
What is my Joel? Not the legal name or what?
Joel what?
He has my ID. Go look at it.
Perfect. That's all we
Yeah.
needed. Thank you. That's all we needed.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go down here real quick, please.
Am I able to go in my room?
No, not yet. Just hold up for just a minute, please, guys.
Are they?
Oh, wait, they're right here. Hey, bro.
Hi.
I'm gonna stand right here.
Just listening.
Yeah, you're listening? Mm-hmm. All right. Anything else I can help you guys with?
We just danced.
So you're just gonna stand around and get paid?
Yeah, sure.
You're just gonna stand around and get paid, brother?
Yeah.
Yeah, like I think we can just prove some braces. I'm gonna get complaints on both of your ass.
Okay.
And Chief Donovan's gonna know about this because he knows who I am.
Chief Donovan knows you.
Chief Donovan knows who I am.
Okay, very good.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Fucked up for real.
Have a nice day.
Yeah. And did you find anything with that ID, brother? Did you find out if there's alcohol in here or not with that ID? Nah. So what the
It does consent, so that's fine.
I didn't
Like
give you
it's like
consent. You could,
exactly.
Even if you could, you wouldn't.
So
If
we're
you
not
could,
gonna
you
we're not
wouldn't.
gonna argue with you. Have a nice
Yeah,
day.
get the out of here.
Well, this is actually a common area, so we're allowed to.
Yeah, go work. I pay you for something. Out of here. Yes, I
Why
pay
are
you
you
for something.
doing this?
Because you got my ID for no reason, brother.
Oh, okay.
Get the out of here.
Have a nice day, sir. Thank you. Have a nice day. Yeah.
Fuck you.
Bye bye. Have a nice day.
Go ahead.
Where'd you park?
I'm on the east side.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk back by here in just a minute.
Oh.
So.
Cool.
Martinez repeatedly refused the officers' requests to search his dorm room, firmly claiming that they needed a warrant and that he had the right to say no. The officers then discussed their next steps, including the possibility of locking down the room and seeking a search warrant. In the end, things didn't go any further, but it definitely raised some serious questions about how much power the police really have and what rights people actually have when they're in a situation like that. These cases prove one thing: knowing your rights isn't just self-defense, it's how you fight back against abuse of power. Do you know enough about the law to stop a corrupt cop if they pushed you for answers? Would you stand your ground? Or do you think you'd fold under the pressure? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, turn on notifications, and subscribe to see more stories just like this.